Mike, thank you. Time now 5:46. Juggling a career and a dating life is challenging for many women. Good news, though, is we have relationship expert Nancy Pena here with some tips on finding the right balance. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, Rita. How are you doing?
Fantastic. So we're talking about these 20-something-year-old professional women, and oftentimes, you know, they get their first job, career-driven, they want to do well. So how do you make time for the love?
Well, you have control over your time, so you can set that standard from the beginning, and you're not on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as it's so easy to do in this technology-driven stage that we're in. Only you can make relationships a priority. That's the first thing you need to do. Secondly, you need to create a visualization of the type of person you want to date and get into the habit of dating people who fit that criteria, because eventually someone you date is going to be somebody that you're committed to, so you need to get into that habit. Thirdly, do not take a break from dating. You need to develop those dating skills early on so that when it comes time for commitment, you know what that relationship looks like.
So Nancy, I've heard a lot of my girlfriends say it's not hard to meet a guy or to meet a man, right? It's not hard, but it is difficult to meet the man of your dreams, the right person. So where do you start? Where do you look?
Well, first you need to start with yourself, and you need to have an approachable attitude. You can't be so self-absorbed, looking at your phone and not aware of the people around you, that you don't make eye contact, you don't practice having little conversations with people, so that when you are out on a date that you're comfortable with communicating with the opposite sex. You need to develop your interests outside of work and join groups. Houston has so many different types of groups for any kind of interest you have. Join churches and participate in their single activities, alumni associations. There are many other ways you can meet people, and you need to open as many doors as possible.
The goal is to put yourself out there, basically.
Yes.
So the other thing is, once you start dating someone that maybe you think, hey, this could be a potential partner, you certainly don't want to sabotage it. So how do you get serious and really start to talk about the commitment stage?
Well, you need to evaluate the dating situation after about 6 months and see if this is someone that you want to see yourself with long term. And if it's not, you need to be honest and break up with that person and not be a selfish dater.
All right, Nancy, good advice. We got actually 10 seconds left. Anything else you want to add for those single ladies listening right now?
Make sure that dating is a priority, and your personal life is just as much of a priority as your professional life, because you want to be a well-rounded person, so that when it's time to commit to someone, you will have the necessary skills to attract that right person.
All right, sounds good to me. Nancy Pena, thanks so much for your expertise.
Thank you for having me, Rita.
Absolutely, we really appreciate it.